there! Welcome to Tech Center. This is Joshua and I'm going to introduce you how to program a flipping coin in Python. Before we jump into the video, please subscribe and click the notification bell to receive future videos from our channel. If you haven't already watched my previous video about programming a weather app, I have put a link in the description box below so you can watch the video. Now I'm going to introduce you how to program the flipping coin. For this program, you don't need to install anything with the pip command, but you need images of both sides of a coin in GIF format. As well as that, you need a sound file in WAV format. If you have a sound file in any other format, then you can use the application Audacity or the online converter Convertio. I've put a link in the description box below, and below that I've put instructions on how to use Convertio. Let's open Python from the Windows Programs list. Click Start, Python, and then ideally Python. Let's open a new file to start programming. File menu, New File. Let's close the shell and let's maximize the Python programming window. I'm going to make the screen bigger so you can see better. Before we start programming the coin, let me show you the final result. You just heard the sound of a coin flipping, and you can see that it has landed on heads, because there's a coin image and there's also writing with a box around it. Let's close this and close this. Let's try again. This time it landed on heads. Let's close this and let's close the shell. Now that I've shown you the final result, let's start programming it. In this program, there are 10 steps. Step 1. Importing the modules. In this program, we are going to be using the turtle module, the random module, and the wind sound module. To use them, you have to import them first. So type import turtle, enter, import random, enter, import wind sound. Now, wind sound is a long word, so let's shorten it to WS. Type as WS, then press enter and enter again. Step 2. Creating the screen. I'm going to call my screen win. Win equals turtle dot capital S screen. Open brackets, close brackets, enter. I'm going to set its color to black. So type win.bg color. Make sure BG color is spelled BGCOLOR. This stands for background color. Then do open brackets, open quotation marks, and then type the color in, black, close quotation marks, close brackets, enter. Now let's set its size. Type win.setup, open brackets, width equals, I'm going to set it to 400, comma, and I'm going to set the height to 400 as well. And then close brackets, enter. Before we move on, I want to tell you that you can change black up here to any colour you like. I just chose black, and you can change the width and height if you want to. Now let's continue. I'm going to add a title. So type win.title, open brackets, open quotation marks. Now type your title in. For me it's flipping coin. You can have anything you like. Close quotation marks, close brackets, enter. Now let's turn the screen's updates off so it doesn't flicker. Win.tracer, open brackets, 0, close brackets, enter, enter. Now you've created the screen. Step 3. Importing the images. In this program, we are going to need two images, heads and tails. So let's import them. Type win.register_shape, open brackets, open quotation marks, type your file name in. I'm going to start off with heads. I called it heads.gif. Make sure you type .gif and then do close quotation marks and close brackets. If you had another file name instead of heads, then you have to replace heads with your file name. Same goes with tails. So let's do tails. Win.register_shape, open brackets, open quotation marks, type your file name in, .gif, close quotation marks, close brackets, enter, enter. Now we've imported the images. Now I can use them and create pens and other stuff. Step 4. Creating a pen. I'm going to call my pen, pen. So pen equals turtle dot capital T turtle, open brackets, close brackets, enter. Now I'm going to hide the pen, otherwise you will see an arrow or a turtle drawing the lines for you. So type pen dot hide turtle. Make sure hide turtle is one word, and then do open brackets, close brackets, then press enter. Now let's put the pen up. Type pen dot pen up, open brackets, close brackets. Now you won't see any lines drawn on the screen. Enter. Now I'm going to set the color of the pen. Pen dot color, open brackets, open quotation marks. I'm going to set it to white. You can change it to any color you like. And close quotation marks, close brackets, enter. Now let's set its animation speed to the fastest, to 0. Pen dot speed, open brackets, 0, close brackets. Now it's going to be fast. Then press enter. Now let's set its pen size. Type pen dot pen size. Now pen size is basically the pen width, so it's how thick you want the lines to be. I want it to be 10, so type open brackets, then your number. I want it to be 10, so I type 10, close brackets, enter, enter. Now we've created the pen. Now let's create the heads and tails. Step 5. Creating the head side of a coin. First of all, I'm going to define it. I'm going to call it heads. Heads equals turtle dot capital T turtle, open brackets, close brackets, enter. Now I'm going to set its shape, which is going to be the image. So type heads dot shape, open brackets, open quotation marks, the file name for heads. I called it heads dot gif, close quotation marks, close brackets, enter. Now let's hide the heads for now. Heads dot hide turtle, open brackets, close brackets. We did this because we don't want it to show just yet, we only want it to show later. Now I'm going to put the pen up so it doesn't draw any lines. Heads dot pen up, open brackets, close brackets, enter. Now I'm going to make it go to 0, 50. There's other coordinates. Type heads dot go to, make sure go to is one word, and then type open brackets 0,50 close brackets. Enter, enter. Now you've created heads, now let's create tails. Step 6. Creating the tail side of the coin. I'm going to call this tails. Tails equals turtle dot capital T turtle, open brackets, close brackets, enter. Tails dot shape, open brackets, open quotation marks, and then your file name for tails, tails for me, dot gif, close quotation marks, close brackets, enter. Now I need to hide it. Tails dot hide turtle, open brackets, close brackets, enter. Now let's put the pen up so it doesn't make any lines. Tails dot pen up, open brackets, close brackets, enter. Now we need to go to 0,60. So type tails dot go to, open brackets, 0,60 close brackets, enter, enter. Now you've created tails. Now let's move on. Step 7. Get a random number between 1 and 2 and play the sound. First of all, I'm going to get a random number between 1 and 2. I'm going to represent heads as 1 and tails as 2. I'm going to define that later. First of all, let's get a random number. So type, I'm going to make it a variable, coin underscore side. This is just a variable, so you can change this to anything you like. Equals random dot rand int. Make sure randint is spelled RANDINT, open brackets, 1, 2, close brackets. So we're basically saying get a random integer between 1 and 2. Now let's move on to the sound. Type ws dot capital P play, capital S sound. Make sure play sound is one word, and then do open brackets, open quotation marks. Type the file name of your sound file. Mine's is coin sound. Then close quotation marks, comma, type ws dot all capitals snd underscore file name. Close brackets, enter, enter. Now we've played the sound and we've gotten a number between 1 and 2. Step 8. Drawing the box around heads and tails. First of all, I'm going to move the pen to a coordinate, pen.goto, open brackets, -100, comma, -75. These are the coordinates. Make sure to copy them correctly, and then do close brackets, enter. Then we need to put the pen down, pen.pen down, open brackets, close brackets, enter. Now we're going to do a for loop, for I, or any letter you like, in range, open brackets, 2, close brackets, colon, enter. We typed 2 because it is a rectangle. We're only going to be repeating it twice. So let's continue. First of all, we're going to move forward 200 steps. Type pen dot forward. You could type forward or type FD. I prefer FD, and then do open brackets, 200, close brackets, enter. Then we need to turn right 90 degrees. Type pen.right or RT, I prefer RT, and then do open brackets 90, close brackets, enter. Now let's move forward 70 steps. Pen.fd, open brackets 70, close brackets, enter. Now let's turn right 90 degrees again. Pen.rt, open brackets 90, close brackets, enter, backspace. Now let's put the pen up so it doesn't draw any more lines because we've already drawn the rectangle. Type pen.pen up, open brackets, close brackets, enter, enter. Now we've drawn the box. Now let's continue. Step 9. Creating the main loop. So we're going to be using an if loop, but before we do that, let's move to a location. Pen.goto, open brackets, 0, minus 150, close brackets, enter. Type if coin underscore side equals 1, colon, enter. I'm going to do heads to represent 1. If you want tails, you can type tails, but I prefer heads. Heads dot show turtle. Make sure show turtle is one word, and then do open brackets, close brackets, enter. Now we're going to write heads, so type pen dot write, open brackets, open quotation marks, heads, close quotation marks, comma. I'm going to set the font and font size, so type font equals open brackets, open quotation marks, type a font in, close quotation marks, comma, and then type the font size. For me it's 50, you can choose anything you like, comma, and then type open quotation marks, normal, close quotation marks. If you want the text to be bold, type bold, or if you want it to be italics, then type italic, but I want it to be normal. And then close brackets, comma, align equals open quotation marks. This is which way should it align, left, center, or right. I want center, center. Make sure center is spelled CENTER. Then close quotation marks and close brackets, enter, backspace. Now we've done coin side 1, now let's do coin side 2. If coin underscore side equals 2, colon, enter, tails dot show turtle, open brackets, close brackets, enter, pen dot write, open brackets, open quotation marks, tails, close quotation marks, comma, font equals open brackets, open quotation marks, type your font in, close quotation marks, comma, type your font size, 50, comma, open quotation marks, normal, or whatever you want it to be, close quotation marks, close brackets, comma. Now let's set the align to center again. Align equals open quotation marks, center, close quotation marks, close brackets, enter, backspace, enter. Now we've completed the main loop. Step 10. Updating the screen and keeping it open. So first of all, I'm going to update the screen. Type win.update, open brackets, close brackets. Now we've updated the screen. Press enter, enter. Now we're going to keep the screen open. Type win.mainLoop, open brackets, close brackets. Make sure main loop is one word. Now let's save this file. Go to File menu, Save. go to your programs folder if you have one, or just save it here. I have a programs folder, so I'm going inside that. Now I'm going to create a new folder because I have multiple files to save. So I'm going to call this folder Flipping Coin. And I'm going to save it in here. I'm going to call the program Flipping Coin as well. And then I'm going to click on Save. Now before I run this file, I'm going to bring the sound file and the other two images into the same folder as this. So to do that, open File Explorer. So click on the search bar and type File Explorer, and then click on File Explorer, and then find your files. Here you can see my sound file, my head and tails images as well. You can see that they're in the right formats. So now let's select them. Click on the checkboxes, or click and drag to select them, and then go to the home menu up here, and then go to the clipboard tab, and then click on copy, and then go to your Python folder. The Python folder will be in this PC, the C drive, and then go down to users, and then click on the folder with your account name. Before we continue, we have to go to the view menu, and we have to go to the show and hide tab and click on hidden item. When you click on it, you will see a new hidden folder called app data. Double click on it and click on local. Scroll down and you will see a folder called programs. Double click on that, click on Python, and click on Python again, and then save it here if your program is here, otherwise save it in your folder. When you've got your folder, go to the home menu and go to the clipboard tab and click on paste. You'll see that everything has been pasted, the sound file and the two images. Now let's close File Explorer, and then when you've got your program, go to Run and then Run Module. Okay, there's an error. So here it says tail is not defined. It says is in line 34. So let's close this. Let's see the line names. So to see the line numbers, click on Options menu and then go to Show Line Numbers. So it was on line 34. So it was here because I typed tail instead of tails. So we just forgot to add an S. So we just forgot to add an S. So let's type that S. Now let's type File, Save. Now let's run this program. Run module. You heard the sound and you can see that it has landed on heads. Let's close this and this. Now let's try again. Run module. You can see that it has landed on tails this time. Let's close it and let's try one more time. Run module. Again, it has landed on heads. So let's close this and let's close the shell. Now let's close the program. In my future videos, I'll be posting tutorials to make programs like rolling dice and games. I hope that this video is helpful for you. If you like this video, please smash that like button and share it to your friends and family. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please click that red subscribe button below. If you have any questions or comments about this video, or if you'd like to get links to all of my previous videos, please contact me via email at 4techcenter@gmail.com. I've put a link in the description box below. See you in the next video!